What's going on, Fancy Vales? How is everybody doing on this beautiful Over the Hump Wednesday? Yes, I am outside, a little sweaty and all. Why do your workout inside when it is a beautiful day outside? Listen, y'all, transformation is real. We all know that. Transformation is very much real. There's so many angles, there's so many pieces, there's so many different areas. And sometimes it can be intimidating, sometimes it can be hard, and sometimes, let's just be totally honest, nobody wants to do the work. True. Sometimes people just don't want to do the work. It's just too much. Some people want to be in denial. Some people just don't want to deal with having to realize that they need to change in order to become a better version of them. Some people don't even have the mental capacity to even start the transformation. And we're going to pray for all of those type people, because we all should want to change. We all should want to do a transformation. You understand what I'm saying? We should want to work on ourselves in every area that we feel like can use some improvement. And so, listen, I'm super excited, because I want to share with y'all one of the areas that I myself am working on. And I'm super excited about it. And, you know, it gave me an aha moment, because I would never say that I have ever been a stubborn person. I would say that I'm a firm person, and that it is what it is. It's just that. There's no gray. It's either black or it's white. You get the mixing stuff, it's like, throw it away, it's messed up. Literally. So, with that being said, I'm just going to be honest. And I've heard people say it to me before, and I did never really deny it. They were telling the truth. But honestly, I never looked at it like, you know, something that is definitely something that I can work on and I can change, because the energy that it brings is not good, and it brings confusing energy. So that's almost the same as the mixing that I talked about, that I said, throw it away. So I'm like, let's throw it away. And so my confession, and please, everybody else, make sure you confess, because here's the deal. The day that you take the step to realize that you can be doing something better that you've been doing wrong is the day that you're walking in the right direction. That's the day that transformation is official, and you're going to become a better version of you. And so here's the thing. So I got some things going on right now where I got to make some decisions. I don't want to make the decisions. I just don't. I don't want to have to deal with it, honestly. I wish I could just make it disappear, go away. And I feel like, why me? Why is this happening again? And honestly, I'm feeling like Job in the Bible. I'm serious. Like, I'm for real. I'm for real. I can't make it up. But that would be a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. So, listen. For anybody that is going through something, for anybody that is just feeling like, why me? Just let go of the why me. And just pray on God revealing to you the lesson that you are supposed to learn, and what you're going to walk away, and how better of a person you're going to become after you pass this test as well. So listen, as I'm going through this, right, I have a certain circle, right? And when I say I believe in this circle, I trust in this circle, like, these is my people. You feel me? These are my people. These are my people that I trust their opinion. I trust what they got to say. I trust their feedback. I just trust them. And I'm going through this situation, right? And I feel like that if anybody knows what I'm going through, they should know exactly what I'm going through. I'm assuming. And I'm not saying they should identically know, but I do feel like that a part of me was feeling like they should be a little bit more sympathetic to what I'm going through, and more attentive to the situation, and giving me more advice or wisdom towards the situation. And I'm not saying that people in your circle should not do that, because they should. But in the way of which I want them to do it, because I am nervous and I have given it to God, but I have taken it back several times, and every time I have repented. And we're being totally truthful here. One of the things is faith without works is dead, right? And that we have to believe. And if you believe, then you're supposed to let it go. Well, I definitely trust and believe in God, but I'm going to be honest. I picked it up, or I didn't totally pick it up, but I started pondering about it again, which that means I'm meddling in something that I've already given to God. And so when I go to meddle, or I go to figure it out, I'm actually asking God right now, like, what is a way that I could actually make sure I'm still doing the part that I'm supposed to be doing without re-picking it back up? And I'm sure I'm not the only person out there that wants to be obedient and very diligent to God in a way that you're saying, how can I still make sure that I'm just not throwing it to the wayside and I'm not being responsible with it? So please, whatever you are dealing with, you currently struggling with, make sure you leave a comment, put it in the comments. Like, sharing is caring. We all in this together. We're going to grow together. Reach one, teach one, embrace each and every step of the way. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what Fancy Veils is about. It's about revealing what's behind the veil. So for me, this circle of people that I absolutely trust, I have kind of like got in my feelings or been a little snappy, because I feel like they're not saying or doing exactly what I want them to say or do. And that's kind of hard, because nobody can do or say exactly what you want them to say or do. So it's not like I have a script that I want them to say. It's not that. But it's like, I think that they should have more feedback. You understand what I'm saying? That I think that they should be more attentive to it. I think that they should kind of like be more assertive to the current situation and what's going on, and to evaluate or kind of like see where my mind is at a little bit more than what they probably have done. And that's just not fair. It's not. It's not. If that's the way that I feel, if that's what I'm thinking, because sometimes feelings don't tell you what's real. They really just make things complicated. So if I'm saying I trust these people, if I'm saying that I trust them, this is my circle, I believe what they say, I trust their opinion, then I should feel comfortable enough to don't assume that they feel like I need them a little bit more than what I currently do right now. And there it is. My upbringing, the way things went on in my life, childhood trauma, things like that. I went through a lot of seasons where the people who I wanted to be there just wasn't there. They just wasn't there. There were times that they wasn't there because they couldn't be there. And then there was other times that they wasn't there just because they wasn't there. They was like really close right there, and they still wasn't there. And so I'm coming to realization as I continue to transform into this better version of me, and literally dealing with all of anything that is hindering me from being the best version of me that I can be, is I'm continuously having aha moments and saying to myself, like, hold on, let's do a self-evaluation real quick, and let's be honest. And so that's what I did. And so I want to share with everybody on this wonderful, beautiful Wednesday. Don't assume that people know what you need when you need it. And if something in your past, childhood trauma, relationships, anything has put you in a position to where you just feel like people are supposed to automatically know what you need, And maybe you feel like it too, because again, I do this too. I'm very, very attentive. Sometimes catering. Not in a bad way. Not in a possessive way. But I have a big heart. So when I love a person, when I care about a person, when you're in my rounds, like, I got you. I got you. So I'm like, I might finish the sentence. You might think I'm reading your mind. And I feel like sometimes, I know in my life, I feel like, wow, why is people not doing that with me? Baby, they ain't got nothing to do with me. The way that I am is the way that God made me. All of our DNA is different. That is the special ingredients that God put in me. He literally put a little bit more extra care. Even though I can be a tough cookie, even though I can be a very assertive cookie, I can be very strong, I can be very passionate, I can be very like, hit the head on the nail, no game plan at all. At the end of the day, my heart is huge. It's huge. And I love my people. I love people that's not my people. And what I mean by that is like just people. And so I know that that's part of my calling. That's part of my purpose. That's part of the special ingredients that God put in me when he made me. He put in me an extra go above and beyond and know exactly what people need when they need it. You could think that I made it up, but if you take time out with yourself and you sit and you ask God, what is your God-given talents? What is your God-given purpose? What is the things that you do with the least amount of effort? And it happens naturally, even when you ain't trying. Baby, that's a gift. That's your talent. You can't shake it if you wanted to. You can critique it. You can do it in a healthy way, but you can't just get rid of it. You can't just be like, you know something? I don't want this. I don't want this ingredients. I don't want this DNA that you put in me, Father. I want to give it back. I don't want to help people all the time. I just don't want to do it. I mean, if you refuse to do what God has given you to do, your gift, your talent, that's on you. And you got to answer God when it's time to answer. But if you're one of those people that's just like, I don't understand why I'm this way. Why do I keep doing this? Or why this? Or why that? Take it to God. So, to one of my people that was in my circle, really two of my people that's in my circle, I literally said to them like, hey, I love you. And listen, I'm sorry. I did need an extra little bit more cuddling than what I was getting. And what I mean by that is just like a little bit more attention, a little bit more love on the topic at hand, because I was taking it back from God, and I made it, I was trying to reevaluate it again when I gave it away. I gave it to God. So once you give it to God, leave it alone. Leave it alone. If you really believe in it like you say you do, let it go. That part. So, I'm so proud of myself. I'm super excited. And so, with that being said, y'all, listen. Please do self-evaluation. And if you are catching yourself slipping, just go ahead and hold yourself accountable. And don't be scared to call yourself out. And don't be scared to go apologize to people that you say you love, people you say you care about, and people who got your back. It's real simple. Sometimes we make things hard. So, that is my confession on transformation on this wonderful Over the Hump Wednesday. I was so excited about just calling myself out and going to my people, saying, hey, listen, I just want to say, listen, I love you, and you are there for me, and you have helped me through this. And I guess I wanted you to say some magical words or really kind of make it go away, if that makes sense. I did. And you couldn't. And so instead of just kind of like beating around a bush with, hey, I need a little bit more attention right now, I'm just going to flat out say that right now. Like, hey, I'm having a moment. So I'm going to need a little bit more attention right now. Do you got it now? You got it later? What time? Do I got to set an appointment? What I got to do? Literally, like, that's what I'd rather do that than get all in my feelings and my emotions and make the enemy think that he won by making me feel some kind of way about a person that I know have my best interest in mind. So, y'all, growth is real. Transformation is real. Self-evaluation is phenomenal. Listen, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like. Make sure you share, because sharing is caring. But most importantly, make sure you pat yourself on the back for transformation. Self-evaluation. Calling yourself out. However you want to title it. And it's not too late. You can start right now after you hear this video. If you feel like there's somebody that you can apologize to for assuming that they should have known how to treat you, instead of you just flat out saying, hey, this is what I need, this is what I am going to need, are you going to be able to do this? And then let them say what they can and cannot do, and then figure out how you're going to deal with it. But don't be assuming. Don't be holding it in. Don't get in your feelings. Don't let your emotions take over. Don't do none of that, because all of that is messy and it goes bad expeditiously. So, let's go. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Remember, teach one, reach one. Embrace each and every step along the way. Loving is caring. And I love y'all, but most importantly, God loves all of us.